For the member for Throsby.
Deputy Speaker, I want to speak this morning about an important piece of economic infrastructure in my electorate and the neighbouring electorate of Cunningham in the Illawarra. In September, it's the Maldon Dombarton rail link, Deputy Speaker. In September 1983, the Wran State Labor Government announced the Maldon Dombarton line would be constructed and completed by 1986. Unfortunately, in June 1988, the incoming Griner State Government cancelled the project, contrary to their election promise. The Maldon Dombarton line is to provide an alternative to the existing Illawarra and Mossvale-Unanderra lines for the transport of freight to and from Port Kembla. It involves laying around 35 kilometres, only 35 kilometres, of track with multiple passing loops and new bridges over the Nepean and Cordeaux rivers. After more than 2 decades of inaction, the incoming federal Labor government showed a genuine determination to complete this iconic infrastructure project. This rail link is back on the agenda today thanks to nearly $30 million of funding provided since Labor came to office in 2007. The federally funded engineering, planning and environmental works are now underway. Yesterday I was astounded, Deputy Speaker, to hear that the New South Wales Government had claimed credit for $21.4 million of federal government funding in the New South Wales budget. Indeed, they put a media release out to that effect. Not surprisingly, the people of the Illawarra are quite frankly feeling ripped off by the O'Farrell government. The recent sale of Port Kembla bought $760 million, yet they have promised to return only $100 million to the region. It's why my local newspaper is describing this, the New South Wales government's budget, as a kick in the guts for the region. Even worse, they've now had the audacity to claim credit for the federal funding of the Maldon Dombarton project. The fact is the New South Wales Liberals have not put 1 cent towards the rail funding, not 1 cent. And during the opposition leader Tony Abbott's lightning visit to the region, where for a few moments he thought he was actually in Newcastle and said as much, he described the Maldon Dombarton rail link as an urban rail project and therefore should be funded by the state government, showing how little he knew about the local region. The people of the Illawarra know that the best chance of this project being completed is to get match funding from the state and federal government. The federal government is playing its part. And that's why the member for Cunningham, Sharon Bird, and myself are calling on the Minister for our Infrastructure, arguably Australia's best ever Transport and Infrastructure Minister, to come to the Illawarra, inspect the progress of the works and talk about what we can do to ensure that this project can be completed. We need the New South Wales Liberals to do their part, and the Maldon Dombarton rail link is unfinished business for the Illawarra, critical infrastructure. Let's get it done.